Hi everybody, Kimchica here with another IndieWatch. Today's episode is going to be very special because it has to do with the Indie Megabooth at PAX West 2018. I'm very excited to go. I'm hopefully going to be packing tonight and getting ready and all of that stuff, but I'll probably end up playing video games instead, so whoops. Every year I like to do a video before going to PAX West about the indie games that I'm most excited to try out, and then afterwards curate a list of the games that I was most excited to play while I was there, or maybe had some of the best experiences playing while I was there. So this year is interesting because the Indie Megabooth had, I want to get this right, has 78 games, which is a lot of games, and this is divided into three sections: the Mega Booth, the Mini Booth, and Tabletop. Now, while I don't cover Tabletop, I thought to provide more exposure, which is the goal of the Indie Mega Booth, to provide more exposure to more indie games, to show you guys some of the incredible work developers are doing right now. Why not divide my video, which is usually just Indie Mega Booth, into Indie Megabooth and Indie Minibooth. So this year I have two videos coming out, one featuring the games from the Indie Megabooth, which is this one, and then look out for the Indie Minibooth video coming out soon. Once it does come out, I will put it in the link description box below so you can easily go between the two. These are all wonderful games. Again, these are games that I have not tried yet at all, so no demos, no nothing. So it's really, truly the indie games I am most anticipating going into PAX West. Will these be the games that I enjoy playing the most? Maybe, maybe not. We're gonna see. But for now, here are the top 10 games at the Indie Mega Booth that I am most looking forward to giving a shot for the first time. Boyfriend Dungeon. Kit Fox Games wants you to level up your love, and I am so excited to do just that. Boyfriend Dungeon is exactly what it sounds like, a dating sim meets dungeon crawler. Your weapons, surprise surprise, can transform into people, pretty attractive people who are also all single. It just so happens your summer job is to clean out the dungeon of all the critters who've taken over, so you'll have to pick a lucky weapon to spend more of your time with, battling, depending on one another. And if you happen to get close in the process, well, why not? Love is in the air. Also, you can pet a cat. The dungeon will open in 2019, so wishlist this title now on Steam, and feel free to check out their Kickstarter if it's not past September 14th, 2018, and you can go and support them that way too. Black Future 88. You've only got 18 minutes to complete your mission, then your heart will explode. Black Future 88 sounds action-packed, because it is. In this high-octane 2D roguelike platformer, you, or you and a friend, must work together to reach the top of the constantly evolving procedural tower and kill its inhabitant, Duncan, the tower architect. This dystopian world stopped keeping track of time after Duncan's bombs fell in the summer of 1988 and essentially started the end times. You'll have to fight through 5 distinct areas, killing wardens and figuring out ways to boost or curse yourself to survive. And if you do choose a friend along for the ride, be careful. There's a competitive couch co-op element. Visit their website to sign up for a chance to play the demo when it's available, or wishlist now on Steam.
1988 ever since. These are the times after.
Bloodroots. Vengeance is the name of the game for Bloodroots because Mr. Wolf is out for revenge. He's on his own. His partners have betrayed him and left him for dead, and while the numbers aren't on his side, he does have one major advantage: a little bit of creativity and pizzazz. Mr. Wolf has the distinct advantage of being able to utilize anything and everything nearby to successfully eliminate his opponents, and you'll learn that anything can be a weapon in the right hands. Fences, wheelbarrows, ladders, carrots even, they're all dangerous coming from him. This is a twisted, bloody, and fast-paced tale where you'll have to think on your feet as you fight your way to figuring out what went wrong for Mr. Wolf in the first place. Why did his partners betray him? This game is coming to PC and consoles in 2019, and you can wishlist the game now on Steam. Cube Escape Paradox. The Rusty Lake world is one of mystery, oddities, and puzzles. In this 10th episode of the Cube Escape series, which, as an aside, are all wonderful puzzle and escape room point-and-click adventure-type games, you play as Detective Dale Vandermeer. He has no memory of his past, and the only way to recover them seems to be through solving puzzles and escaping the room his old foe has set him up in. Fun fact, there is a short film that ties in with this game, so be sure to check that out for the full experience, and keep an eye out for Mr. Crow. Disco Elysium. You're a detective trying to solve a case in the corrupt city of Revachol, and the odds aren't exactly in your favor. You'll be able to select the skills you want to level up and focus on, determining your own path as a cop. Will you attempt to increase your rational thinking and ability to reason through situations? Or will you rely solely on your gut feelings and instincts? In this open-world RPG that focuses on how you choose to build your character, you'll be able to affect others with your actions as well as the way you present yourself. Balance, or lack thereof, in your character will also be key. Put too many points in one trait and your personality will be affected, in many cases, a little negatively. What kind of cop will you be? Wishlist this title now on Steam or the Humble Store. Evolution, the video game. The watering hole is one of the most action-packed areas for animals of all kinds because you get so many species congregating in the same place. Lo and behold, the watering hole is the home base for the strategy card game Evolution. This title is based on the 2014 board game Evolution, but has quite a few upgrades that make it worth checking out digitally. You and your opponent have a hand of cards, each representing species, and must combine traits to ensure your card's survival. Will you adapt your critters to be carnivores or prey on other cards? Will your opponent add a hard shell or wings so their creatures can defend themselves better? Figure out multitudes of combinations so your cards can survive. And Evolution the video game is scheduled to be released on Steam, iOS, and Android in late summer or early fall of 2018. Get in the car, loser. This is a summer road trip for the books. Get in the Car Loser is about 4 gay friends going to fight off an ancient evil called the Machine Devil because the Divine Order isn't doing anything about it. This RPG brings back all the SNES vibes, but with a more vibrant, soft, and cute twist. Get in the Car Loser has an active time battle system that's reminiscent of traditional RPGs, the character progression is equipment-based so you can easily play with your party builds, and, what I think is particularly fascinating, there are no side quests. I mean, it makes sense, the world needs saving. As developer Love Conquers All Games says, fight for justice and love in the face of indifference. Well, something like that anyway. Sign up for the mailing list on their website, link in the description box below, to hear when this game will be released. Industries of Titan. Humans have moved from Earth into space, and Saturn's moon Titan is positioned to become the next industrial hub. Build the city from the ground up and ensure your great house is the one that comes out on top in all areas of industry. This means, in addition to maintaining factory production and balancing the needs of your people, you'll have to maintain a battle strategy and ships for when your enemies come to test your mettle. Wishlist Industries of Titan on Steam now.
You may proceed.
Phogs. Ever had a friend you felt so close to, you just wished you were joined at the hip? Well, Phogs is just the game for you to live that out and give it a shot. Inspired by CatDog, Adventure Time, Mario 3D World, and Hohokum, Phogs is a bright, playful, and vibrant physics platformer that will force you to make sure and cooperate with your friend. Don't worry though, if you want to play solo, you get to control both sides. Traverse across 30 levels that explore the concepts of food, sleep, and play, exploring the environment and getting to know a lot of kooky critters along the way. Treadnaughts. Who knew a game about exploding your opponents with tanks could be so graceful? In Treadnaughts, you'll select your tank and roll on over to one of 52 beautiful arenas to face off against 3 other opponents in an online or couch co-op battle. Customize your tanks with a variety of tricks like treads that can stick to the walls and rockets so your tank can defy gravity. Play Treadnaughts now on Steam. So those were the 10 indie games that I'm most looking forward to giving a shot for the first time. If you guys have games that you're particularly interested in, let me know in the comments below. And this is going to post before I go to PAX, so if you have games that you're really hoping for me to cover, if you're really wanting more information on, leave a comment and I will do my best. I'm going to keep an eye on this page during PAX West. Hopefully, don't post it like the last day because then I won't be able to get to it. But if you post these comments, request maybe a feature game or be sure to try a game to let you know what it's like, I will do my absolute best to do that and get that information to you. And if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy indie games as much as I do, please consider subscribing to this channel. I do lists like this where I curate just different indie games that I've been keeping an eye on that I think you should take a look at too if you haven't gotten to see them yet. And I also do indie discoveries, which are essentially reviews or deeper dives into specific indie games. And first impressions, let's plays, all of those fun things. But this is an indie game focused channel. And if you enjoy live streams and you really want to hang out with me some more, please consider finding me at twitch.tv/Kimchica. I also stream, what else? Indie games there with the occasional double or AAA title. But again, the focus is on indie games and celebrating those. The community is also really nice, really kind. We have a lot of fun. You guys will hear some bad singing, bad puns, or great puns. Kind of depends on how you look at it. So yeah, be sure to check us out, or check all of us out, because we all hang out there at twitch.tv/Kimchica. That's Monday through Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And if you really want to hang out with me some more, I also work for a company called Utomic, and I am one of the live streamers. So that is that. I hope you have a wonderful day. You're finding lots of fun indie games to play, and I will see you in the next video.